Hey y'all, welcome back to a new video. For this video, I know I haven't been posting. I just wanted to make an announcement or like a little teaser. More like an announcement, but over the last weekend, I decided to use Google Maps for a lot of things. Now, for these things, I'm not going to say just yet. When I was scrolling on Google Maps, I was looking for places that were abandoned. Now, I kind of want to turn Pittsburgh and outside Pittsburgh into a fun and the biggest city of furries. Because Pittsburgh is 1.2 million people. But with Pittsburgh and surrounding towns and cities that are smaller than Pittsburgh, we may see it jump. I would say it's about 1.5 million with all the cities from Pittsburgh and south. Now, why am I making this video? Well, it's because I decided why not open up shops in Pittsburgh, open up arcades in Pittsburgh, open up gaming shops in Pittsburgh, open up a bunch of different things. And if furries are willing to help me here, that would be nice. Anyways, this video is talking about the future of Pittsburgh. Not just furry related, but everyone that loves to live in Pittsburgh. Now, many people do love living in Pittsburgh. I've been following Pittsburgh since I was 15, and now I'm 19. Even though YouTube thinks I'm not 18 or 18 or above. But really, I think that it's time. It's time to actually say, you know what? We need to take a rise. Because so far, Denver thinks they're better, Portland thinks they're better, Seattle thinks they're better. When Pittsburgh, hey, we could just swap all those cities, turn down, turn up the heat on Pittsburgh, and actually just bonk, 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 bonk. Businesses, fun communities have furry events every weekend or something like that. Instead of just having an Anthropon for once a year and then just like snore on it for another year. And then whoever can't go to Anthropon can still go to these events. Because look, the events are one thing. It's a yearly thing. And I thought if Anthropon is a one-time thing, why can't we have events that are all year round? So like, yeah, we have skiing, we have ice skating, we have a bunch of stuff in the winter, and then we have like Pride Fest and Oktoberfest in the summer and fall. But what about things that we'll actually enjoy? Like, we could just go to, like, we could go, like, to some random city in another part of Pennsylvania, like, go a little bit south and actually end up with a place where people can end up buying fursuits for $2,000 and they don't have to order it online, and it'll actually turn something into a better unique fandom. Like, what are we doing? Like, we are ending up with more furry scams than regular things. I actually looked up places to get a persona, and my friend said, well, one of these is actually a scam that I showed him. And I didn't really know that. It kind of looked real because I didn't really know who was the fursuiter to it, and I wasn't getting answers. So I just took it to my friend, and he said, oh, that's mixed candy. And I said, oh. So that happened. So I just put it away. Like, yeah, that's a scam. And it was like $700 that they wanted it for. And I'm like, um, okay. But yeah, we could literally just start turning Pittsburgh into a city of gold and furries. And look, for anyone that hates furries, or hates me for no dang reason, we've been going up and down recently. I've been recently just going from 200 to 220 and then 220 to 240. Like, we're at the 16th of December already, and we're already at 220 subscribers. My goal originally was to hit 200 on New Year's Eve, but we actually did it 29 days early. And I just continued gaining subscribers like it's nothing. Like, but that's not the topic. The topic is if furries and newer furries come into this fandom, because we're already in almost in 2026, sorry, we're going to end up with more furries. Like, seriously. There's no way we're, like, seriously. There's, like, a. I became a furry when I was 15. January 16th, 2023. I was 15 at that time. And as long as I was happy, I thought, oh, this was it, and stuff like that, where some of the content was just a little too off. And I dealt with my first furry hater. I didn't know really what to do back then. But hey, the future is now. We should be making cities like Pittsburgh into unique fandoms. We actually have a entire web series. I think it's called The Pit or something like that. Someone comment below what it is. But there's a web series based off Pittsburgh. And I haven't watched the series yet because it doesn't really interest me on how they make it. Like, yeah, I don't really care for that kind of stuff. I'm more like a action slash adventure type dude. And I know that starting fursuit businesses in Pittsburgh actually will actually end up creating big boosts and saying, well, here we are. Pittsburgh is getting its remodel in 2026, maybe. I don't know. But Pittsburgh might say, well, we're getting our remodel and we're going to kick off 2026, if it's going to happen next year, as our new future. We're going to make this so affordable and so nice. And everyone's going to say, yes, 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 yes. I've been wanting to live in Pittsburgh since 2023. And around, I think it was like earlier this year, I found out about the project. The big project of Pittsburgh where every part of Pittsburgh is getting remodeled, like entirely. And I'm like, oh. So that really got me thinking to this point, and that's why we're here now. Because Pittsburgh and furries are two types of people that the Pittsburgh people and the furry people that live in Pittsburgh. Those two types of people are saying, yes, we want to live here. We want to start off businesses and look at the new future of 2026 is going to bring. We're going to end up with probably a good 500,000 furries next year alone. Well, we're losing probably a few hundred, maybe a few thousand, maybe a few 10,000 or 20,000. Who knows? Look, I'm not trying to put this video on and on and on, but I have a lot to talk about. And this video really is going to get supported by a lot of people because Pittsburgh is getting its change, and this video is actually explaining the change while including furries. Well, I have slowed down on furry, but I haven't stopped. I haven't taken a break. I really want to just get my future going, honestly. Like, 2026 is planned for big plans. Like, I'm planning on getting Pittsburgh and outside towns and cities of Pittsburgh to be hallelujah, we're doing it. Because while Anticona is a one time year event, which honestly I haven't been the I haven't been able to go for the last 3 years, like 2023, 2024, 2025. I became a furry officially online in like September of 2022, but it doesn't really matter because really I actually found out about the fandom in 2023. So, moving on. And if a lot of people decide to say, yeah, we can actually display fursuits that have very cool designs, like we could see like fursuits that have never been made before. Like, I actually have created a couple personas that actually have never been made before. Like my persona Atlas, which is a Dutch angel, no, Dutch wolf, angel dragon, no, Dutch wolf, angel deer dragon. I still got it. It took me a couple of tries, but hey, Yeah, that's my persona. It's basically a mix of three animals: a dragon, a wolf, and a deer, which is actually very cool. Even though I haven't really updated it recently, I really want to update it where it would actually look even cooler. Where I actually want to commission Atlas one day, but I don't know how much money it's going to cost because A, the it's a wolf with deer antlers, and B, the ears is I think like dragon or something like that. I don't know. Dragon or wolf, I'm not sure. But anyways, that's a persona I would actually like to put on display because when new furries go into Pittsburgh and actually go shopping for fursuits, and people can actually say, yeah, we'll sell you a fursuit for $2,000. Well, that $2,000 will actually draw in a few customers. And that's like reasonable price. Now, we can actually say, oh yeah, we could sell you a fursuit for $10,000, but that would be like custom. Very custom. $2,000, bit custom. $5,000, a bit more custom. $10,000, a lot more custom. You know. But Pittsburgh is one of the cities that should get drawled for furries. Because furries have shaped Pittsburgh. And so did other cities. Like Portland, Chicago, Seattle, St. Louis, Atlanta, Houston. You get the point. There's a lot of cities with furries in it. But the really aim is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, of course, Pittsburgh is one of the best cities in America to a lot of people, but some people opinions are no, Pittsburgh is not the best city out there. No, it's the worst city. No, I don't like living here. No, because the traffic is too hard. But I say, well, Pittsburgh is a little trafficy, but it's actually better than nothing. Sure, you could live out in a city or small town with about 20,000 population, which is fine. Look, if you want to live in a small town, but still like the city life, just by a bit, then you should follow my idea. Because small town life can actually make small time life, small time life, small time life could actually make the cities grow bigger. And when they get bigger, they can actually pull in more population. And when more population comes in, more businesses want to come in. And when more businesses come in, then this state gets more money. Sure, we did have a lot happening last year, but hey, it's going to get even crazier. Like, it got very crazy this year. We're literally ending 2025 on a high note. But we can actually start 2026 on a higher note. Like, have hype, have interest, have people interested in places where furries and humans can be together. But it ain't just furries and humans, it could be any culture. Sure, we may not all like each other sometimes, but we can all get along sometimes. We have seen it. Because why do we get along when sometimes we actually hate each other? Well, it's because we known each other for a long while. Sure, some people say, "Oh, this dude is a furry and I don't like him. So I'm going to throw in a hate comment and actually just say something rude." And I'm like, "Okay, buddy, you're getting blocked for hating me when you didn't even watch the short or video for more than 2 seconds." Look, I know this video is almost 30 minutes long, but I got a few more things to say, and then I'll wrap up the video. If Pittsburgh and furries do become the spotlight, where, yeah, Pittsburgh loves having furries. Like, they love having furries hosting Antercon every year. They've been doing it since I don't even know when, honestly. I think it's like 2002. So they've been doing it for 23 years. Coming up on 24. It's crazy. But I know I made this video very long, and I'm sorry, but I hope you enjoyed. And I'll actually make part 2 in a few days, maybe like by the end of the week, most likely. The next video might be out on Thursday or something if I'm feeling it. I may just post another 10,000 shorts and just call it a day, and yeah. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye.